Hi everyone, today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial for the makeup that I would wear if I was able to go on a freaking date again to a restaurant. I really miss going to restaurants. I really miss going on a date with my boyfriend. I really miss going to restaurants with my family. I just really freaking miss it. I have been to a restaurant here and there, like very rarely, but eating outside, and that's just not the same. It is not the same. It is hot outside. I want to sit in a restaurant in the air conditioning, but that is like so irresponsible right now. And who knows when we'll be able to do it again? Who knows? I don't know. But yeah, I feel like it would be fun to just at least pretend to get ready for one. I also did pick out all affordable products for this makeup tutorial, so they should all be pretty easy to find at the drugstore and affordable. I'm going to start out with my Revlon Prime Plus Mattifying Plus Pore Reducing Primer. I love this primer for my oily skin. For my foundation, I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Dream Radiant Liquid Foundation, and I am wearing the shade 75 Natural Beige. I hope that this is my color. Yeah, that looks great. That looks really good. And I'm just patting this or pressing it into my skin with a beauty blender, a damp one. I saw that ColourPop came out with a Pretty Fresh foundation, and I watched Amanda Z's video on it. And it looked so pretty, and I really want to try it. But if you guys remember, the Pretty Fresh Tinted Moisturizer from ColourPop destroyed my skin. I had never ever had an experience like that with a makeup product, but seriously, my cheeks were so pimply, and it wasn't just like pimples that I could, you know, pop and it will be gone. They were like under the skin, hard, sore pimples, and I even got some like around my lip too, which was super gross and annoying. And I really want to try that foundation, but I don't think I can. I don't think I should do it. So yeah, that looks really cute. That created a really nice, even, flawless base, but my skin still looks really healthy, which I really like that. I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Conceal and Perfect Longwear Concealer, and I use the shade Medium Beige. Medium Beige is always like a good starting point for foundations and concealers for me. If I can find the medium beige, I'm like usually in the right area. This does look a little light for me right now though. The smell of this concealer really reminds me of the old Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. I'm so upset that they discontinued that. That concealer was so good. I'm definitely going to have to bronze up my skin, but that is okay. Because I do feel like this base is a little light for me, I am going to go in with my sculpting bronzer from Physicians Formula. I wear the shade Mocha, and I am going to be blending that out before I apply my setting powder. And I'm also still going to put on some powder bronzer over top of this, but I just wanted to make sure that my skin did have some warmth before I go in with all of the other products, because always setting powder makes my skin look even more light. For my powder, I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. Does anyone use a beauty blender with this powder? I don't know, I'm always afraid to use a glowy setting powder with a beauty sponge. I just feel like the small shimmers in it won't react well to it. I'm just going to take whatever is left over on the cap and swirl my brush into it, and then just dust all over my skin. I had a pimple right here, and I prematurely popped it. Can you even see it? Yeah, a little bit. I prematurely popped it, but then I put the Rael Beauty like little acne patches on there, and those, I swear to God, are the best acne patches ever, and it's like just all gone, basically. I love them. My skin looks so good. I'm going to start doing my eyes. I'm going to start with my eyebrows. I'm using my NYX Micro Brow Pencil, and this is in the shade Espresso. For me personally, I feel like this shade is a little too red. I kind of wish that it wasn't as warm toned as it is. Oh my gosh, last night I was making guacamole, and I wanted to use a whole jalapeno, but only half of its spiciness. Like in the middle, if you guys didn't know, the jalapeno carries all of its spice, like in the seeds and that like inside white area. I never do that, but the jalapeno was so big, so I felt like if I did the whole jalapeno, it would be like really fucking spicy for everybody. So I just took out the insides of one of the halves, and I used my fingers to do that, and it was the last night and my fingers are still burning. They are burning so bad. Not anymore, but like sometimes I'll get like random bursts of them burning. And then last night I like forgot that my fingers were burning, and then I took my contacts out with my fingers. And then this morning when I put my contacts back in, my contacts were still fucking spicy. And you know, that's why we see people removing the insides of jalapenos and hot peppers with a spoon. I didn't realize. I'm just taking my NYX brow setter and I am just setting my brows. So the only non-drugstore product that I have is from ColourPop, and some people get really upset when you call ColourPop drugstore. I get it, you can really only find it at Ulta in their drugstore section. Sorry if you can hear my mom vacuuming, but it just is going to be what it is. I am going to do like a big thick liner. Kind of like that. I'm going to do it on the other side too, obviously. I was going through a bunch of stuff to get rid of the other day with my sister. We were just like going through my makeup and I was decluttering, and I was about to declutter these guys, and then I swatched it and I was like, oh my god, this is so freaking beautiful and pigmented. Like, what? So I ended up keeping it. I ended up not wanting to get rid of it. So I'm just going to take like a little pencil brush and I'm lining my eyes, but really just like blending out that color. And this is just blending out the color, making sure there's no harsh edges and like blending it out. Now I'm going to go in with the Milani Pure Passion palette, and I'm going to take this shade right here. On that same brush, I'm applying the color right on top of the liner. The liner was sort of just meant as a base, but I also did want that like purpley eggplant-y color to be coming through. I'm going to go in with this shade right here, and I'm going to take it on a fluffy brush. I'm really sorry if the vacuum is distracting, but I am just applying the color like sort of on the outer end, but I am, instead of having it rounded out, I'm kind of having it like extended out. I want to kind of make this area a little bit like a V shape, and kind of have this be a little bit more of a straight line going in instead of like a curved line. I just find that, you know, since the Fox Eye tutorials have come out and I've been like playing with my makeup a little bit more in that style, it is much more flattering on my eye shape. I kind of feel like when I do a more rounded crease, especially on this eye, it like will bring in my eyes a little bit more, and it will make my face look a little bit more like rounded when my face is very much like squared. So it's just not a very flattering combination of my face shape and the eye shape. So I don't know, I just find that this is more flattering. These shadows are so nice though. I really like the mattes in this palette. I don't love the shimmers in this palette. I'm going to take this very deep brown. I've loaded it up on a little teeny brush, and I am applying her straight onto the crease, but right on this very outer corner right here. And I'm going to try and mimic that straighter line going out here, but not too much, just because I'm a little afraid of that dark color. But there she is. And I'm going to sweep it a little bit in, but not too much, just kind of leaving it like that. I'm going to go in with this shade right here, which is a lighter matte shade. Actually, it might end up looking a little satin. We'll see. And I'm just applying it in the inner corner area. Should I keep it matte or should I add some sparkle? No, I think I'm gonna do it. I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Copper Pot, but I've put a little bit on the back of my hand so I can kind of control where I place it. Hopefully this looks the way that I want it to look. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. This looks pretty good. This looks quite decent. I'm just using my Revlon So Fierce mascara right now. I think I am going to apply some falsies. I have decided to wear lashes. I am going to be putting on the Ardell 120 Natural Lashes. I have been wearing false lashes in like all of my makeup and wake up videos, but I've got to say I've become quite a pro at putting these on. And I kind of feel like with this whole mask thing, I might be wearing them a little bit more often. I am using the Tarteist Pro lash glue, and then I also use their lash applying tool to apply the lashes. These lashes look really cute. I have not tried these lashes before. They look really good. I'm going to take a little bit of that ColourPop liner and I'm going to directly line the underneath of my waterline. I do not like product in my waterline, but I am just applying it on the outer corner. Like I'm stopping right before I get to the middle of my eye. And then without any additional product, I am just blending that out with a small eyeshadow brush. For my bronzer, I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild bronzer color Icon in Sunset Striptease. I do think, ooh, this bronzer is powdery. Didn't even get on my brush. I feel like it all just blew away. This isn't my favorite bronzer, but I wanted something, oh, that just made my skin look dirty, didn't it? Oh no, it looks fine. This isn't my favorite bronzer, but I did want something that had like a little bit of a satin finish so I could have a little bit more of a glow. My e.l.f. one is just like a little bit too matte. And I don't have really any other drugstore bronzers, so this one I felt like would do the job enough. I feel like I would like a different color of this, but this is what I have. And then I'm just going to take some across my nose. I'm going to take my Almay Healthy Hue blush, and I think I had an issue with this last time of not knowing the name of this, but I do believe there's only like 2 shades of this blush, so I feel like you'd have an easy time figuring out what shade that this one is. And I'm just going to apply the blush. I am starting to apply my blush a little higher up, not taking it so far down. Sometimes that's like a little bit of an unflattering look, so I am kind of focusing my blush a little higher up, not taking it, because I feel like usually I'll take my blush like all the way down to here even. And just been trying some new things, especially because I'm wearing masks now, and you know, the higher up your cheek products are, the more you'll be able to see it through the mask. So I'm taking this Flower Beauty Shimmer and Strobe highlighting palette. I'm taking this highlighter right here, the one on the very end. I don't know where you can get Flower Beauty anymore. I don't even think that you can buy it at Walmart, and I know that they don't have it in stores at Ulta. Oh, this highlighter is really pretty. I do know that you can get it online at Ulta, but I don't know. I don't know where you can get Flower Beauty. I guess this line kind of flopped, but they did have some winners. They did have some good shit. So I don't know what happened. I'm sure you saw this coming. I'm using my NYX Dazed and Diffused Blurring Lip Liner in Girls Trip. It is freshly sharpened. I love this lip liner. Even though they call it a lipstick, I don't understand. Oh, that lip looks good though. just keeping it as is. I do have this new Revlon Ultra HD Matte color in Obsessed, and it's the Sophia Carson collab with Revlon. I really like how this feels. Yeah, I'll add a little bit. Yeah. It's not as dark on the lips as it is in the tube, which is good. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh my god, I want to go out. I want to go out on a date. I want to go to a restaurant. I'm going to finish off my face with the e.l.f. Dewy Setting Mist. Going to fan my face with the fan that I got from the Asian market. God, this looks so bomb. Can you believe this is all drugstore? My skin looks flawless and dewy. The eyes look bomb. The eyes look so good. I did a good job. I did some good work. Here's the final look. Here is the makeup that I would wear if I could go to a restaurant right now, go on a date, just be able to sit inside of a restaurant in the air conditioning, get waited on, have my water topped off every 5 minutes, order straight from the menu, not have to worry about getting sick, not have to worry about getting other people sick. Like, this is what I would wear right here on my face. Technically, restaurants in my area are open for dine-in. You can request to eat inside if you'd like. I don't feel that is responsible right now. I also just don't feel comfortable with the idea. Make sure that you are wearing a mask whenever you go out in public, no matter what you are going for, even if you're just running into the store for 5 minutes. Wear a mask. And yeah, we're in unfortunate times. If you aren't living in America, I really envy you right now. But yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this video regardless of the kind of sad context of me doing my makeup for no reason because I can't go out. But I still enjoyed doing my makeup. I am glad that I still can find enjoyment in this and be able to look like a freaking bad bitch. Like, this looks good. This looks good as shit, and it was all drugstore product. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys want to see from me next time. If you aren't already subscribed, definitely go ahead and do so, and hopefully I see you next time.